Hello guys and welcome to this tutorial on Google Merchant Center. Have you ever wondered how to get your products to show up with an image, price, and a title right at the top of Google search? The answer is actually Google Merchant Center, the command center for your e-commerce business in Google. Setting it up can seem complex, but in 2025 it's more automated than ever. Let's do this. As you can see here, I have an example of my Shopify store where I'm selling some t-shirts, but of course this is going to be dependent on your actual store, okay? So you might, for example, sell like pets or, food or things like that, okay? But in this case, it's going to be a clothing store on Shopify. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is just go to Google Merchant Center in here, and now it's going to basically ask you to sign into your Google account, which you're going to do, of course, okay? You're then going to start introducing your basic business information, such as the name, the web page, which in my case is going to be like this one here, your address, your zip code, things like that, okay? Pretty basic stuff about your business. And finally, also your time zone and your country. This is going to be very important because as I'm going to show you in future tutorials, this is going to basically depend on what kind of countries you want to ship your products to. Now Google is going to ask you where you will sell your products. Usually you're going to select either a website or a Shopify store. In my case, I'm going to select a Shopify store, okay? So I'm going to click on complete setup with Shopify. And in this case, if this happens, this is going to open, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on open in here. And this Shopify plugin or this Shopify application is going to open in my admin from dashboard in the Shopify center. As you can see, what I'm doing in here is I'm just connecting my Google Merchant Center account, which is the one that I have in here basically, to my, Shopify admin. And then you're basically going to have to do like a number of verifications, such as removing your online store password and adding like a refund policy and confirming your identity, okay? And after that, your business is going to be confirmed and added to your Google Merchant Center. With our account created, we just need to tell Google the rules of our business, starting with the most important one, which is going to be shipping. Your products cannot be shown in ads without valid shipping settings. So what are you going to do? You're basically going to come to products and store. You're going to click on shipping and returns. And as you can see here, I have my shipping policies, and I'm going to have to actually add them because I don't have any shipping policies yet. So let's click on, add shipping, or you can also click add shipping policy. Okay, amazing. Now let's create like a shipping, policy, which is going to be just for the US. And I'm going to say US standard, for example. And I'm going to select, United States, which is from the list of countries that I'm shipping to currently. And I'm now going to click on continue here. Amazing. Now you can select to, ship all products or just specific products from your store. Okay. In my case, I'm going to select all products because all of these are going to be eligible to send to the US. Let's click on continue. Now, delivery times, you can select them by carrier, meaning that Google is automatically estimate, or you can enter delivery times manually. I'm actually going to do this, and I'm going to say, for example, 5 days. This total time is going to be calculated depending on different factors, such as the transit time, the handling time, and the order cutoff. The handling time is going to be basically how much time it's going to take you to, package and to kind of, get the thing ready, the particular item ready. And the transit time is going to be the time that it takes a courier to deliver a product to a customer. And it's going to depend on what kind of courier you have. So I'm just going to give this like a 3 to 4. And in total, it's going to make up to 3 to 5 business days. Let's click on continue now. Finally, guys, the shipping costs, very, very important. First of all, just make sure to select the correct currency, which in my case is going to be USD because I'm shipping to the United States. You can even select free shipping over specific order value, which you can select, for example, free shipping from, $100 onwards. And then for the rest, you can actually make something like a flat rate, which can be, for example, I don't know, let's say $5.99. Let's click on save now. This is the basic summary of our, shipping policy, and we can click on done now. Now for the heart of the Merchant Center, your product feed. A feed is just the list of all of your products and their actual details. Because we connected our Shopify store earlier, Merchant Center has already started automatically creating our feed, and you can access it by clicking in products, okay? And it should be appearing here. I don't have it because I haven't yet completed my steps in my Shopify store. If you don't have a Shopify store or you want to do this manually, you can click on just add products in here. And instead of clicking on connecting to Shopify, you can click on, for example, add products from a file or use Google Sheets, okay? Or even, add products one by one or add products using an API. I'm gonna recommend this add products one by one because it's gonna be very simple and, just without the need of importing any Google Sheet or anything like that. Of course, this is going to have the major disadvantage that you're not going to get your automatic updates. For example, so if I stop selling this specific t-shirt in my Shopify store or in my store, I'm going to have to update this manually. So it's very simple. We just have to copy the link from our t-shirt in this case, and we have to go to our website for this, and we have to select whatever website or whatever item we want to sell. And we're just going to add it. We're going to add like a title, a brand, and a description. If you have the automatic Shopify connection, this is going to create a direct live link to your store. And whenever you add like a new product, change the price, or run out of stock in Shopify, the information is going to be automatically updated in Merchant Center within minutes. So of course, this is the option that I recommend. But in this case, we're going to do this manually. Now, if you want to be ranking high in Google, you of course need to add certain images of your product. However, do not worry because you can get prettier images by using AI, which is integrated into this Google Merchant Center. So you can click on Get Started here. So as you can see, I added like an image of a teaser and the background looks kind of bland, so I want to make it more artistic. So I'm going to click on Get Started here. And I'm going to say, for example, first of all, let's increase the resolution of this image. Let's click on it. And now it's going to take a while, but it's going to try to increase the quality of this image. And we have a slider that is before and after. Oh, it looks better actually, the after, so I'm going to keep it. Great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a scene for this one. Okay, so I'm going to select the image. I'm going to describe the product, which in my case is of course a t-shirt. Actually, let's say a white t-shirt. And now the scene, which is going to be a tropical scene. Okay, and let's click on generate. So this is what it came up with kinda. So if you like the result, you can keep it. If not, you can just discard it and use something else. Now finally, you're gonna add the price, which is of course mandatory. In my case, it's gonna be $25. And that's it. You can add as many things as you want: language, countries, marketing methods, labels, but this is like the basic stuff. So let's click on save. And here's how it looks. Here you are going to be able to update this stock manually or automatically, depending if you have connected or not. And also, to see, if people have bought it or not. After your process, which can take a little while for the first time, this needs attention page becomes your most important screen because it's basically the health report for your products. You're going to have different categories such as a green box, a yellow box, or a red box, okay, which is going to mean active, pending, or disapprove. And it's going to give you different things that you have to check in order to make it approve. Of course, the green box is going to be your goal, and it's going to make sure that you appear in Google search. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it, and I hope that you found this useful. Thank you so much.